Hey guys, and welcome to another video. So today I have a foundation review as always, and it's a drugstore foundation. This foundation is actually out in America, I believe. Just America? Not sure, but it's definitely not out in the UK at the moment. I've googled it, it's not on Superdrug. If it's not on Superdrug, and I know it's not out in stores because I work in Superdrug, so I would know, but unless they've updated the stands and just put it out, but I haven't seen that yet. But this is the Maybelline Superstay Creamy Matte Formula with Precision Blender Foundation Stick. So you've got the foundation here and then the sponge stick at the bottom. So it's a foundation stick. Nothing new, nothing spectacular yet. I don't know, haven't tried it out yet, but I have seen a couple. I did YouTube it to see if there was any reviews on it so far, and there was, but it's like the popular YouTubers from America, I think. So yeah, that's how I know it's definitely not out elsewhere. This costs $8.99, which is quite pricey for a foundation stick, I guess, but it is drugstore. Foundations do cost that much anyway. It's decent. It's decent. So on this side here, you've got the sponge, which is actually quite soft, which is good. It's soft. It's firm, but it's also quite soft. The sponge itself isn't hard at all, but you can definitely blend out your foundation with this. And then on the other side, you have the foundation. Is this it? This is it. That's it. No. This can't be it. This for $8.99. Are they doing a Kim Kardashian? What is their beef? What? This can't be it. Why is it so little? You're paying $8.99 for about, I don't know, 10 applications or something. Okay. Okay, that's quite annoying. But this is in shade 003 True Ivory. I believe this is my shade because 10 Ivory has become too orange now. I don't know what they've done with the formula, but 10 Ivory is usually my shade. It's my shade in the Dream Satin Liquid. But in the Superstay, 24-hour Superstay, I am 003. Not number 10, because number 10 is like crazy orange. So how many grams is this? It says 7.5 grams. And luckily I've got my Makeup Revolution foundation stick in front of me. And let's see how many grams this is. This says 6.2 grams. Now how is that possible? This says 7.5 grams, and you saw how much was in there. I'll do a side by side just so you can see. And this says 6.2 grams, okay? 6.2 grams, 7.5 grams. You're kidding. How? You're not telling me the rest is literally down in after the plastic. There's no way I'm going to be digging out of that. And I've had a couple uses out of this already. So £5, I think, £5 or £6 to $8.99. 6.2, 7.5 grams. Does this make any sense to you? Because it's not making any sense to me. It can't be. They're almost the same. So even if you squished it down to literally the same size, this looks like it has more. Okay, okay, cool. Let me just get on with it. Let me just get on with it and see how it is, because okay, so my face is primed. I'm ready to go. I believe this should be my shade. I haven't tested it out. There's no testers. I just saw the name True Ivory 003, which is like a light yellow undertone shade, and that's pretty much me. So today my face, it's not perfect. Per usual, I do have redness, which is great to cover up, especially to try out these full coverage. I believe it says full coverage. Creamy Matte Formula and Precision Blender. This is definitely a full coverage foundation. So we'll just see how it goes, see how it is. It says creamy, so I'm hoping it's creamy, and I'm gonna blend it out with this side. So let's just get on with it. Well, it is soft, which is nice. I'm just going to put that much so far. Now I'm going to tap it because I don't know if this formula is going to blend out nicely. So at least it's creamy enough to blend out. I had a terrible time with that Barry M foundation stick. It was trash. It wouldn't blend. This one, at least it does. I guess this is good if you're like on the go. Me personally, I'll just use my own sponge because it just covers a bigger surface area. So far, this is what I'm not fond of stick foundations, just so you know. They're not my thing. I prefer liquid because for me it's easier to blend out and it doesn't cling really ugly on my skin, which I'm seeing happening just down here. I moisturised my moisturiser. I moisturised with my moisturiser. I even primed with the Barry M Unicorn Beauty Elixir, which is like primer drops. Like, it looks decent. It's okay. It looks nice. It doesn't look cakey, which is great, but it does slightly look like it's clinging to dry areas, and I don't have dry skin here. I don't even think I have dry skin anymore. But it looks like it's just clinging down here, and that's not cute. It's not as bad as what I've usually seen, so let me just keep going. I probably don't even need that much foundation in places. I'm just blending it out with my actual sponge because I feel like it'll actually get everywhere other than this tiny little surface area. Okay, let me take a close-up on my skin. I already know this foundation's not for me. I do look kind of pale, not gonna lie. Well, it's okay. It's decent. A little bronzer here and there, I'll look a little bit better. But taking a closer look on my skin, it's just not my kind of foundation, because typically with stick foundations I feel like they look not as blend through because of the formula and the texture of the foundation, whereas liquid really blends seamlessly into the skin. With a sponge, with a brush, with me a sponge makes my skin look so good. With a liquid foundation, pop it on, blend it out, it doesn't look like it's catching on to dry skin. It doesn't look dotty on my skin, if you understand what that means. I don't know if you do, but it just looks like it looks like it's filling my pores, but the actual skin around it isn't really covered. So you know when you have pores and it just looks like white dots because the foundation's in the pores but everything else is wiped away, so all you can see is just white dots, so the foundation in the pores. I don't know if anyone's experienced that before, but I do, especially around my nose here. Let me see if I can zoom you in. Just here in this area I can see the foundation in my pores, and that's it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I definitely can in the mirror. Let me get at this close up. Alright, so to be honest, usually I would complete the look, but because I was going to record a video after this, I don't really want this foundation on because it doesn't look cute on me. I can really see it, like even from sitting back here and looking into my mirror, I can see it clinging onto certain patches on my skin, which the only time it ever does that, no matter what foundation I'm wearing, is if foundation gets rubbed off. So for example, if I'm putting clothes on accidentally and the shirt drags down on it, on my makeup, it leaves like this look as if makeup's been wiped off and then it starts to cling on to patches of my skin. So I don't really like the way it looks on my skin. It doesn't look cute. But regardless of how it looks, if you are fond of creamy foundation sticks, this is decent. Compared to the Barry M foundation stick video that I did, I'll probably link it somewhere here. It looked like trash. It was pasty, chalky, it was gross, it wasn't creamy, it didn't blend out nice. Compared to this one actually blends out. It actually covers up the skin decently. Not to the full effect that I'm used to, but it's decent to the point where I can still walk outside. So yeah, it's pretty good on coverage. If you have oily skin, this might be a good foundation for you, because oily skin foundation sticks, matte foundation sticks as well, really go well together. If this is not your kind of thing and you prefer your own sponge, you can do that. There's no rules, you know, no one's watching you and telling you off. So to be honest, it's not my foundation. It clings to areas of my skin. It definitely feels dry on my skin, which is nice. So I can definitely tell it is matte. I still do see some shine, but I think that's just, I don't know, the luminosity in my skin, I guess. I am probably a bit oily as well, I don't know. But definitely the luminosity in my skin is kind of peeking through. But what else can I say? It's just not for me. I can see that I've put it on there and it's almost being dragged around with the little sponge that I've been using. And I don't know if I can fix that. Even when, yeah, this just makes it worse. Just trying to blend it out, I can see the foundation going into my pores and rubbing else everywhere. So it's not actually covering my face, it's literally just going into my pores. And that don't look cute, because you know your girl wants to look cute, not look pory. I don't want to look pory. Yeah, do you know what? I think I'm just going to end it there, because I already know the outcome of this. This, if you have dry skin, probably not for you. Anything matte usually isn't what you would go for if you had dry skin. Oily skin, it might be something to look forward to. But the thing that I really dislike, I've already used it and it's already curved so much on the stick. I don't understand how this can be 7.5 grams and the Makeup Revolution one be 6.2 and the other one has more. I think for the price you're paying, it's not worth it, because $8.99 for this, are you kidding? They're really on some Kim Kardashian wave or something, because that's not on. That really isn't on. I would never buy that again if that's all I got, and it is all I got, but I'm never going to use this, so put that in the side. The only things that I can say is that it's decent if you like foundation sticks. It's not decent because of how much product you get in it compared to the Makeup Revolution one, which I always go back to because this is probably one of the best foundation sticks I've ever used. And it's crazy full coverage, but the product wise, how it blends out on my skin, not cute. I don't like it. It makes me look dry. It really goes into my pores. Like, I'm looking at my nose, I just see white dots everywhere because it's in my pores, not covering my skin, and it's kind of gross. So yeah, it's not for me, but you might like it, maybe. But $8.99 for that much product, you might as well get a full sized liquid product at least. This was $8.29 and you get 30 mils, which is a normal amount, but it's still a lot of foundation. Comparing the price, like, it's out of this world, really. I think that's a bit ridiculous. I think it's quite cheeky of them to do that, to be honest. I haven't seen any other reviews. They probably have mentioned that, I'm not sure. But how it looks on the skin, it's a no from me. It really is a no from me. Not for me. Yeah, I don't think so. But, you know, maybe try it out. When testers do come out, try it out yourself. But to be honest, I ain't going to recommend it because of how much product they put in there. I'm not going to be recommending people to buy an £8.99 pound product with that much foundation in it. It's not worth it at all. Not at all. I think I saw, no, I did see the variety, the shade range, and it does go from like a light to dark, so they do have a wide variety, but just looking at how much they give you, I don't think it's worth it at all, honestly. And for it to apply like this, if it applied like amazingly, like I have nothing bad to say, maybe I will recommend it. But because of how it looks on my skin, I don't think so. That's it from me. I have nothing else to say about it. It's not for me, and absolutely not. So yeah, if there's anything you want to hear about it or know about it, comment down below. I'll reply to you. If you have any questions about it, something that I missed out, please let me know. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.